Thank you for joining me. This is the Spiritual Princess, and I wanted to talk about what my guides say about religion. I know religion is a controversial subject. I sat down and I spoke with my guides, angels, loved ones, highest vibrational beings, and this is what they said. They say religion is supposed to unite people, not segregate them based on different beliefs. People really need to understand all of these religions were organized by different groups. And all of these groups of people, based it on their personal belief system. And that's where man has created the division based on belief systems that are in place, teaching people to believe in like a certain way. Just because you were taught a certain religion doesn't make it right. Most religion gets it all wrong because they teach things that are not true. The teaching in the beginning was supposed to be simple. Just love one another, help those who need help, learn to live your life to the fullest, and be a kind and compassionate person towards others. You basically have to know right from wrong and have morals and values. Don't lie, manipulate, judge others, harm or kill people because you don't believe the same as someone else. It's okay to have a different point of view, but once you make false accusations against another person who has different experiences, that's when you have lost the meaning of what religion is supposed to be about. Those types are just not getting it. They aren't growing spiritually, and they're getting stuck in a cycle of believing everyone is wrong or evil because they don't like what somebody says or believes. And that's a huge problem with religion. And it's caused many wars and millions of innocent people to die because of that type of thinking. My guides also say people will start turning away from many religious teachings in the future because they will be born with more knowledge than the previous generation. I mean, think about it. Try to imagine what it would be like if everywhere we went, people were positive, happy, kind. They smiled at you, maybe held more doors open or asked if you needed help with anything. How amazing would that be to live in a world where it was like that? Right now, we're dealing with angry, impatient people almost everywhere we go. People don't seem happy, and it is sad to see. But if we want to see that positive existence, it starts with you. It starts with each one of us. So we all have to stop judging others and quit thinking the world revolves around you and only you. Try to put yourself in another situation before flying off the handle, or stop being cruel to others to make yourself feel better. Just stop all the negative behavior. That's only dragging everyone down. If you're having a good day and you feel great, but then you go out in public and you run into rude people or mean people, or maybe even at work, your boss is being a jerk or your coworkers are backstabbing you, all that does is affect your energy. And soon you're no longer happy. You're just as annoyed or frustrated as everyone else. People have a long way to go. And the bottom line from a higher source is that it's okay to believe in something only if it helps uplift you, helps you be a better person who is not judgmental of others, no matter how they believe. You want to help others who need it, not turn a blind eye when you see suffering or injustice in the world. If you feel any negative emotions based on your religious teachings, that isn't good. If you think your church or religion is the only way to believe, you have a long journey to spiritual enlightenment. And that's okay. Everybody's on a different journey. But it's not okay to chastise or judge another because their path is different than yours. That's how hate and wars and even killing begin a lot of times. If you want a better world, start creating one by spreading kindness and love everywhere you go. Or add to the already angry population who drags the vibration down instead of trying to uplift it. It's your choice. I mean, it's all of our choices. The change has to start with you. Being a medium has challenging issues to embrace our ability because it can be difficult. It comes with judgment and sometimes persecution depending on where one lives. Friends and family can shun a medium because they don't accept what they do or go against their religious upbringing. I've taught psychic development for many years, and here's a question that a student brought up, and I allowed my guides to answer. So the question is, I'm conflicted about mediums versus Christian beliefs. The Bible is against this practice, calling it sorcery, and I have heard others say there are no spirits and no afterlife. I know this cannot be true because I have seen ghosts and I've had paranormal experiences my whole life. This student is a medium in training, so my guide answers, just because something is taught in a religion doesn't make it correct or accurate. Many teachings are false, so this is important for a medium or a medium in training to understand. You are on a different journey than someone who goes to church once or twice a week. You were given this gift of connecting to the other side so that you know what is true and what is not. We are not saying going to church is wrong, but it is not always the best for people who need more in-depth spiritual training. That's because mediums are experiencing something completely different than those who go to church to hear inspirational messages, see friends, and be a part of their community. On the other side, we do not like that specific teaching makes people believe that a medium is evil because it is a much-needed healing on this planet. There's nothing wrong with wanting to help those who need to heal from losing a loved one. Their Bible tries to make people believe it is immoral to speak to those who have passed on, which is wrong. Many spirit people need support and healing before transitioning due to what they were taught or believed about religion at the time of their death. It is a medium's job to have compassion for those souls and help them find the light or help them heal and understand that what was taught to them was not exactly right. The bottom line, people are given this ability for a specific reason that only God and that person understand. It's not for any religion or person to judge, and it's not the medium's job to try to change anyone's faith or belief system. Churchgoers are on a much different spiritual journey than a medium. It's like comparing a first grade student to someone trying to get a master's degree. They are so far apart in knowledge that it's ridiculous to try to make the comparison. I don't condemn religion or Christians, but I'm on a different journey as a medium, and I wouldn't be interested in what they teach because I have yet to have a positive experience with the different religions that I've ever participated in. And the challenge I've had with organized religion was because I experienced firsthand the negative side of what some people perceive as correct, and they took it too far to hurt others, and that's not what it's supposed to be taught. So regarding religion, everyone needs to do what feels right to them. If religious teaching makes you feel isolated, scared, anxious, judgmental, or righteous, it isn't good and it should not be followed, as it will only cause pain for someone down the road. The new generations are being born with more empathy, kindness, and compassion. They will be much more enlightened, So their soul will already know what's true and not true based on religion and teachings, and they'll be able to raise the vibration to a more positive state of being. So I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to disable comments, especially on this one. I don't tolerate hateful, negative comments. I'm sharing what a higher source says about organized religion for those curious, like many of my students have been over the years. Have a wonderful day or night. Love and light.